How y'all doing today? My name is Robert Delgado, and I'll be giving a class on how to make a cup of coffee. So, do you know how helpless you feel if you have a full cup of coffee in your hands and you start to sneeze? I don't know about you guys, but I have personally had this happen to me, and I have spilled coffee all over myself. So, the purpose of my speech today is to teach you all how to make a cup of coffee. So, as soldiers, obviously, we're always tired. We have to wake up in the morning at 6 a.m. and be at work for physical training. And afterwards, we get a little bit of time allotted to us for breakfast. And between that time, you might want something that all soldiers always want: caffeine. So, one of the best ways to get caffeine is actually through a cup of coffee. And it's also very healthy. Now, the problem with that is that sometimes we want to go to a coffee shop to try to go purchase that coffee. But according to the Wall Street Journal, at coffee shops nationwide, a single cup of coffee now costs $4.90 on average, a 7.6% increase from last year. So, with that increase means that you'll be paying more money for coffee shop bought coffee as opposed to the ingredients that you would be paying for to make a cup of coffee at home. And not to mention the time that you'll be spending waiting on long lines, since we all get the same amount of time for our break and all go at the same exact time. So, in today's speech, we'll be talking about how to save more money actually making a cup of coffee at home as opposed to going to a coffee shop to go purchase some. The time you'll save and use it for other activities, and how to actually make a cup of coffee. So, like I mentioned earlier, with the price markup, coffee is going to be on average a lot more, and if you spend that daily, which we probably will use it more than likely, you'll be spending a lot more money than you would if you just bought items from the grocery store for the week just to make your cup of coffee. Not to mention, you also have more options, because with a lot of coffee shops, they use the same type of beans but just different creamers in order to flavor their coffee, and you can actually save more money buying your own type of flavors as opposed to the markup that they charge. So time is actually just as valuable for a soldier as it is money. So waiting in line, you actually spend more time, and that takes away from time from other activities that you might have to do, such as whether it be taking a shower after physical training, eating breakfast, or even just getting dressed for the day. These are all things that you need time for, and with the easy steps that you'll have to make a cup of coffee, you'll actually save more time doing this. So now that you understand the importance of money and time when it comes to making a cup of coffee, let's talk about actually making a cup of coffee. So all you'll need is a coffee maker, an actual coffee cup, and that's all you need to get started. So with your coffee maker, you'll just read the instructions that it has with it, you'll plug it in, and you'll go ahead and fill up that coffee cup that you plan on using with water, pour it into that coffee machine, get that coffee filter that you just purchased from the store, put it in there, and fill it up with coffee grounds that you just bought as well. And then all you have to do from there is close your coffee machine, press the start button, and while you're getting ready for work, your coffee's also getting ready with you. So, to close out my speech, I want to remind you all that you save a lot more money on made coffee as opposed to store-bought coffee or coffee shops. And you also save a lot more time because you don't have to wait in these lines, and you actually save yourself enough time to do more other tasks as well. And you also learn the importance of how to make a cup of coffee. So, like I said earlier, caffeine is a tool for soldiers, and it's one that we use a lot to try to get us throughout the day. But while you may not always need a cup of coffee as a soldier, we always certainly want one. And you don't need to be a soldier to drink a cup of coffee, but good luck being a soldier without.